Hello everyone, hope you all are doing fine. Um, this is Dipankar. Friends, through this video, I just wanted to highlight some of the issues, the present issues of the Saza teachers. Today, even though weather was too bad, few of our leaders have been called by the order, and we have appeared accordingly in the court. And against many leaders, good number of leaders, so many false cases were filed by government of Tripura regarding at various points of time that we had carried out different sort of protests in the heart of city Agartala and maybe some other places. But if we really look into all this matter regarding the protests that we had carried out at different times, actually I should say that it was not illegal. Actually, as a citizen of the country, everyone has a right to protest. They have even the constitution of our country permits that. But in spite having all those, knowing all those, even then the Saza teachers leaders are not being spared. Even then we have we have the right to protest. So this sort of cases we are facing since 2020, and till now we have around 10-15 cases against each of the leaders. So accordingly, today also we have appeared before the court, and this kind of physical harassment is very much giving depression to our present condition, because after illegal job termination, our mind is not in a position to handle all these sort of false cases against us anymore. After losing job, all of us are living in depression, because after we were illegally terminated, different sort of problems we had faced in our family, in society, financially, and different this kind of problems have been constantly going on. So in this sort of situation, if a person is being asked by the government of Tripura to appear before the court, then I think we cannot appreciate that. And right now, if we talk of the Saza teachers, 99% of our teachers are very much living in a deep depression. After 31st 2020, we were left jobless and not finding any permanent sort of source of income, and so many, according to their needs, so many have chosen different profession to make their living. So life has really become more difficult than before, and now it is becoming much more difficult than ever. So we are finding very hard to day in to pass day in and day out. We are finding very difficult to roll on our life. Moving forward has become very difficult, and the government of Tripura, the BJP IPFT government, till today it's been many days. It's not many days. It's been many years since 2020. Any solution has been taken no steps has been taken by government of Tripura regarding solving the matter of these Saza teachers. But whereas since before Pripur, if we talk of if we think of Pripur election in 2018, even the BJP government, the BJP party, political party I should say, because they was not in the government at the time, they had clearly given the assurance that if they come to power, they will modify the law. But see, right now we are already in 2023, and as per their promise, till today they say that they will modify the law. But whereas if you see, if you observe the present situation, have you ever have we ever seen that they have modified the law and they have rescued these the 340 teachers and they have sent us back in the school? Never. Till today, we all are at home. So even then, after that, so I should say that were all fake promises, and even in the recent, in the what do you say, by election, even the present minister, Honorable Susanta Chaudhary, the Honorable Minister, have given the assurance in a conference hall in Dhanpur constituency, where he have clearly stated, verbally promised, he had given the assurance that before Durga Puja, by Durga Puja, or within this Puja season, that government will definitely come with a solution, and they would give they will permanently try to solve the issue of these 10,340 teachers through different ways and means. But even that had also turned into fake. See, till today, Durga Puja has already gone, but even then there was no solution. It's very disheartening. A person can be cheated for first time or second time, but they shouldn't be cheated for several times. See, it is just the 10,340 teachers actually are just being used when it is time for their needs. Then once everything is finished, then the value of the 10,340 teachers is no more. It is something like that. Only in times of their need, they usually called for different sort of programs. But when the time finishes, then our teachers have no more value. That's what it had been proved from several programs that were carried out by different BJP parties also. But giving false promises, no one will appreciate that. When they cannot modify the law, they should not have said all those things. They should not have given the assurance. Then, inquiry commission report was inquiry commission was formed. That was in 2020. There also there was no output. Again, before 2023 election, advisory committee was formed. Again, there was the advisory committee had already submitted the report. Even then, the education department, the committee was actually formed by education department, government of Tripura. Then even after the formation of new government, the BJP IPFT government in 2023 election, after that, even then till today, right now, we are already in December, the ending of 2023. Till now, the advisory committee report has not been, implemented by government of Tripura education department. So these are really disheartening. How many times the 10,340 teachers can be cheated? There are some limitation for everything, but I should say this has gone beyond the limit. There is no mercy. Actually, if we talk of government, the role of government. See, when we got a job in 2010, even though at that time CPIM party was in power, but when we got the offer, when we were selected, when there was no signature that was signed by CPIM leaders, there was no seal and signature of any political party. We have got it from education department, government of Tripura. And again, right now, the situation is like that CPIM government has given, and BJP is not trying to solve the problem. It is something like that. But any party, they may come into power, but they should play the role of the government that everybody knows, and it is universal truth. It is the role of the government when the people in the state or people in the country is suffering or having any sort of problem, the government should work forward to solve all those issues. And that is what dozens of teachers are looking for. See, when And right now, the present government, we have been appealing through various programs, through social media, through various news channel, press meet. We have been appealing to government, but there was no such response to, rescue the 10,300 teachers. But when the election comes, everybody remembers, what is this? It's so unfortunate. The 10,300 teachers has become just like a medicine for every political parties. When it's time for the election, they will use it. When election finishes, they will just forget it. So this sort of politics, actually, it should be stopped, and I think the government should work forward to solve this issue. I would, everybody would, I would suggest that, and if we talk of, if we talk of 2014 case matter also, there also at the time, Tonmoynath versus State of Tripura. But after the verdict was given, who had benefited from the verdict? If you think who had benefited from the verdict, it is neither Tonmoynath have benefited, neither the 10,300 teachers have benefited. Actually, whenever verdict used to be pronounced, the verdict goes one-sided. But when it comes to the verdict of the 10,300 teachers, neither Tonmoynath have benefited, neither the 10,300 teachers have been benefited. Because why did this thing happen? Because verdict was good. Verdict was passed by our Honorable High Court of Tripura, by Chief Justice Deepak Gupta and SC Das. But from this verdict, after the verdict was pronounced, it was the department, it was the education department who had actually misinterpreted during the previous government time. So actually, when we are not guilty, I think it is high time that the 10,300 teachers also, get justice. Why should we suffer? See, when we are not guilty, I think it is not. When we are not guilty, it is not wise that we should get a punishment. So right now, because of us, the entire family is suffering. It is going to affect the entire generation to come. Life is in danger. Every 10,300 teachers' life is in danger, because when I am affected, my family will be affected, my generation will be affected. Hoping for a good life, better life, much easier life. With after much hard work, we got a job in 2010. But after that, after this illegal termination, I should say again and again repeatedly, now life has gone to such a level that even it has something like the people of our society has even underestimated. Every 10,300 teachers are being underestimated even in the society. Situation have come to that stage. Even though they know the truth, people are not trying to understand. That's the thing. And all the certificates have become valueless. It is something like that. Remember, the 10,300 teachers have never got their job through back door. This point has to be very clear, and everybody should understand that. We have never got our job through back door. There was a challenge with only employment policy, 2003 employment policy. And after this policy was challenged, this policy was squashed, and all the in 58 total writ petition against whom there was a challenge on the policy that it is illegal, their services were actually terminated by the judgment of the High Court. But these things has been misimplemented. So suppose the 10,300 teachers have lost their job due to 2003 employment policy, then how is 2012 serving in education department right now? They were also recruited with 2003 employment policy. 2010 have been terminated. 2014 have been terminated. Teachers of 2010 and 14, and in between 2012 teachers have been saved, and even 2007 PGT teachers, 2005 PGT teachers were all recruited under the same policy, 2003 employment policy. If this policy has been quashed, then if all selection has to be set aside, then how they are in